Alright, what up guys, this is Rambo Adventures and I'm back with another test ride. So this is the BMW R18. So I was pretty excited about this bike when it first came out, because finally there's a heavy cruiser that is a direct competitor to the Harley Softail line, like the Fat Boy, the Softail Slim S, the Breakout, you know, all those. And also challenges up some of Triumph and the Indian bikes. However, the biggest competitor is, well, you know, Harley Davidson. So to be honest, the handlebars are okay. It's alright. To be honest, I'm not really liking the ride. So let me go through a few things first. Okay, so first up, it's about 346 kg, so it's a pretty heavy bike. Some of the variants come with reverse gear, so that is something you can take note. So it actually helps. It comes in with all the tech that you have. Even though it's an analog gauge, it's you got riding modes, which I think is pretty cool. So you got rock, rain and roll. I'm riding in rock mode, which is the one with the most amount of power. It is mid control, as you can see, which I'm not really a fan of. And it's a flat twin or a boxer engine, and I can tell you it is ridiculously huge. Look at that. It sticks out so much that you can't lane split, or you can't even park properly in a lot if you're going to ride it out. The engine is as wide as the handlebar, I'm not kidding. And the way the pegs are placed with the gear and all those, not really ideal. It's pretty hard to change gears because the bike is big, but the pegs are not that great. Okay, and one thing to take note, this bike is very scary to start. Okay, so let me go to neutral and let me turn off this bike. Let's see, stop. Okay, so you got a clutch in to turn on, and when it turns on, look at this. It is so violent during the startup that it throws the bike to the left. So if you're not flat-footed and holding it for dear life, you will drop the bike, which I almost did just now. And when you throttle, it throws the bike to the left. So it is not a pleasant bike to ride off. It is very long, it's heavy, it makes turning very scary. And since it's mid-control with this kind of engine, it's I mean, the heat definitely comes to your leg, but that is not the main issue here. The main issue here is the bike itself. I mean, it looks good. Don't get me wrong, I love how the bike looks, but it's not really a bike where you can, like, you know, have fun, right? It is a scary bike to ride. But once you move off, it's a bit okay. It's just that it's a bit uncomfortable on the legs. So I love everything about the looks, the crankshaft, the tank. It's really stayed through its past generations. One thing I like to say is the exhaust is horrendous. It looks like it took two fishes and just stuck it to the side of the bike. So that is two things that I dislike. It sounds like every other Euro 4 engine, but when you throttle, it's very nice, the sound. The brakes are not that great. It can't corner a lot. It feels like a Fat Boy and a Breakout. It's just for boulevard cruising, having a chill day. You can't really, you know, have a bit of aggressive fun with this bike. It's quite comfortable on the body, but like I said, the only scary thing is when you stop. Oh my god, it was like a heart attack when I turned on the bike. It's pretty scary. So the front and rear are both 19-inch rims. Oh my god! And riding up this kind of roads, it doesn't really feel that great. Alright, so I am back. Oh my god. Okay, so watch this, huh? You see what I mean? That is how violent it is. So the kickstand was what people used to complain about the old Harley. It is very big and long, but for this kind of bikes, this kind of kickstand is what is safer because it can take the weight. But let me just show you how wide this bike is. Can you see? So even if you're gonna park at a lot, like let's say the one over there, it's gonna stick out very wide. See this? The engine sticks up further than the handlebar. So I'm telling you, this bike is too wide for day-to-day ride. I love this exposed crankshaft, very nice, but I dislike this ugly looking exhaust. It's the only thing that you need to change, and it makes the bike look far more better. Other than that, everything about the bike is nice. I love it, but the width of this engine is a deal breaker, man. The width and the way it starts up. I don't think a lot of people are gonna like this. The main reason why they make this is to compete with the US market for all those big bikes. But it's going to be a bit difficult for BMW. It looks great, but okay, so I'm going to try to start up the bike again. So the thing is, you need to clutch in to start up this bike. I'm going to leave my kickstand here just in case I drop the bike. So clutch in. Alright, watch this. Oh lord. It is not a fun bike to start or to idle. Man, and you look at how the pack is placed. You're shifting under the cylinder, and you see where's the brake? Yeah, it's in there. Watch this, huh? See where my feet is? Yeah, my feet is touching the engine. Don't know what were they thinking though. I'm gonna ride back. I'm not enjoying this bike. It's a lovely bike to watch. I mean, a lovely bike to see, but it isn't that great to ride. Not great to corner. The only thing it does well is go straight. You know what's the irony? Yeah, BMW make good bikes. Their brakes are solid, but Harley Davidsons used to be the ones that's always struggling to have like solid brakes on their heavy cruisers. But on this bike, it feels like it's the opposite way. It seems BMW hasn't really put in the best brakes they can for such a heavy bike. I mean, 346 kg unladen. So imagine you got a fuel and you know whatever stuff you need. It's going to be up to like 360 kg. And I mean, I have ridden many Softails, and you know, a lot of times I say yes, it's a heavy bike, but when you ride, you don't feel the weight. But for this bike, I do feel it, even though I'm moving off. You can feel the weight. It's not a very light bike. The throttle is smooth, the sound is great, riding position is okay. Actually, it's not too bad. They do sell some what you call similar to highway packs where you can actually put your leg over this, but no, I think the mid control is fine. It's just that I wish they had put a bit more thought to how big your packs are and how your shifter packs are placed, so at least it's a bit more comfortable. How does it feel to cruise? It's actually quite nice. It's a boulevard cruiser. You see, I'm just cruising. It's nice. It's fun. You need to take note of the cost. It's $60,000, so it's more expensive than any of the Harley Softail. It is just slightly cheaper than the touring lines. So if you want to get a BMW, I would say there are much better BMWs out there. They have far better like designs and machines built by them compared to this. If you want to buy a cruiser specific, you've got the Triumph, you've got, what is that? You got Harley, you've got Indian. So look at it, it's so violent. Why? So yeah, I am going to head back to the dealership. I'm probably going to conclude the ride over here because it's quite straightforward. So what's going good for this bike? The looks, the technology, the comfort in a normal ride. What's going bad for this bike? One, price tag. Two, the way the engine is designed just throws you off when you start off and you ride. Number three, how wide it is. It's not meant for a city road. Unless you stay in the countryside or somewhere where you can like really enjoy this kind of bike. This is not really a, what the... It sounds good, but in conclusion, do I like this bike? Honestly, in my opinion, I do not like this bike. It's a bike that I wouldn't buy. Yeah. But hey, it varies. I mean, I don't like the way the packs are and all. Maybe you like it, but you have to test ride to understand. But from a cruiser perspective and all the cruiser bikes that I've rode, I wouldn't even look at it twice again to buy. It's nice to look at, but that's all. So yeah, I guess that's about it for this test ride then. So I will come with another test ride. Till then, stay safe and ride safe. Alright, see you guys soon. Alright, so you look at this. I let go of my hands on the handlebar and you see how it's violently shaking. This is because the engine is going left and right.